Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 9th. I spent the night at the refuge hostel. I didn't sleep very well. I was inside, and my sleep apnea acted up quite a bit. But it's nice, cold, crisp, clear. Getting ready to hike. It doesn't look like there's any clouds, but it is a little chilly. Looks like it's just about 0. Oh, 36 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe. But I'm trying to wait to let myself, I need to use the bathroom, and yet I can't, so I'm trying to wait to let that come out before I start hiking. But I'm all packed up and ready to go. It's about 7:54, so with all the destruction the trail has seen this year, it's kind of astonishing that this beautiful old tree survives Helena. I mean, look at that. There's some broken limbs halfway up the tree, balanced on other limbs. You'd think that all would have come down due to Helena, but it's standing proud. And yet those trees over there probably did come down in the storm. So you know this area got hit by winds. But this whole tree right here, just standing proud. Got a few wind blowdowns here, just past the meadow. Maybe a mile and a half past 19E. Looks like they did some good removal though. I should be able to get it through there without taking my pack off. Hopefully. I don't know, that right there looks a little low. I'll have to see when I get down to it. I might have to take off my pack to get underneath it. We'll see. But it's clear somebody came through here with a chainsaw and got all this stuff. So why didn't they take down these? That's weird. I mean, they took all this off, so why did they leave this stuff? I don't know. Unless you can get under it without. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get under this one. About forehead level. I guess I can get under. I'll just have to put my phone down. Good morning. It is Thursday, April 10th. I'm starting to get up. I'm awake. I've gotten my breakfast. This is flaxseed and coconut and something else, chia seeds, that I will mix into some oatmeal that I will be cooking up in a minute. I'm still wrapped up in my sleeping bag. It's a little chilly. The sky looks gray. Hopefully we don't get rained on. 5 miles is my goal today. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but there's a shelter at 5 miles. So I'll get there, look around. If it started raining, obviously I'll stay there. If it hasn't started raining, I might push a couple more miles, but I'll play it by ear after I get to the shelter. So this is my oatmeal and various seeds. I've also put a little honey in there. So it doesn't really taste good, but it's edible. I should get some cinnamon, brown sugar, and salt next time I go into a store to add to it. That'll be at Hampton in 20 miles. It is 9:32 on April 10th, and I am up and hiking. It took me a little longer than I wanted to get going. It's still a little chilly this morning, so as you can see, the sky is pretty overcast. It might start raining at some point. I'm hoping I can make it to the shelter in 5 miles before that happens. We'll see what happens. I will talk to you later. So check it out. Just reached the 400 miles, the 400 mile point. Obviously, I skipped some sections, so I'm not at 400 miles this year. But this is the 400 mile mark on the Appalachian Trail. How about that? Normally, I don't approve of graffiti, but this is one of the okay exceptions. Yet another devastated hillside. We've been going through some bloodhounds the last couple of miles, but I mean, you can't stop and record every single bloodhound you see. But this whole hillside is completely devastated. Wow. I mean, it'll grow back. It's trees. It's what Mother Nature does. But just the fury of that storm is mind-blowing. We're getting close to a waterfall. I don't know how much you can see through the trees. I'll be there in a few minutes, but first I gotta navigate this. Well, it looks like an ankle waiting to be broken right there, but I should be able to manage it. So that's Jones Falls, and I was gonna take you over there close to it. I guess the path has been cleared a little bit, but I'm just gonna keep hiking. Sun is visible, sort of. Sorry I can't get you closer. It just doesn't look easy. Hello guys. We are hiking next to the Jones River. I think it's the Jones River. I figured I'd put the drone up to show you a little bit. It's starting to threaten to rain, so I really need to focus on hiking. But I figured I could put you up for a few minutes to give you some. I was gonna go off to the Jones Falls and use the drone to show you that, but yeah, between the I mean, I know the trail to the falls is clear, but it didn't look clear, and I'm trying to hurry to make it to the shelter before it starts raining. I've had a few raindrops on my head already, and I don't want to get poured on. So, I could, in theory, there used to be a couple tent spots along this stretch of trail, but that was before Helena pretty much devastated any place next to a water source. So who knows if there still are places along here that you could camp. Whew. This used to be a lot wider. I am sure. Ooh, almost tripped there on a little tiny stump. I'm sure the trail used to be way over there. Whew. And look at the devastation, the holy crap. I am glad I have the drone this year. I'm surprised more people don't hike with them. Although, like, technically drones are against the rules. There are posts saying, the drones are banned on trail. But I argue with that the DJI Neo is so small that it really gets around the bans. Whew. Oh, that is weird. There is a My Little Pony on the side of the trail. It's not my little pony, somebody's little pony. I will not be carrying that with me off the trail, though. Some little girl must have lost her toy. Or, where did the creep guy? I could set up my tent right there, but I'm going to keep hiking. It's too early. It's only like 11 o'clock, 11:30. If I was at the shelter, that would be different. That would be 5 miles. But I'm not at the shelter, so I'm not going to stop hiking. Unless it starts really raining on me. Oh, look. A canister of propane. that's too big for me. Whew. Yeah, the drone is a really good idea. I'm glad I have it, even if it's technically banned on the trail. As long as I don't use it around other people or in the national parks, I'll be fine. I'm sure for some people, I know some people don't like that I have it, but most people seem fine with it. I don't, like I said, I don't fly it around other people, so that's not an issue. Ooh, there's a lot of deer tracks along the, in the soft ground through here. So if I did tent here, I'd probably have deer showing up in the middle of the night. This water source, it certainly is a good water source for it, but there's a lot of sand down on the ground, and I happen to know from experience, sand makes terrible places to tent. Even if you can get your tent to stand up in it, it gets in everything. It's horrible. Well, the drone seems to be deer prints, and I thought I saw what looked like might have been bear, but it also just might have been a dog. Couldn't tell. That's why I stepped back. Ooh, baby deer prints even. I thought I was following the trail, but well, I guess it goes around this tree somewhere. Trying to determine which way the trail goes. Oh, look at this. Somebody made a little bench. That was nice of somebody. A little bit of a bench right here. Not that I'm going to sit on it, but, I still got to go around this crap. I mean, I guess I could go through there, but going through there just seems like it's stupid to try, especially with the drone up. So I'll just cut through the sandy wash. And then up the trail. So it started to rain. I'm still right next to this river. I'm gonna try to find someplace flat to put my tent up real quick, and then I can keep hiking after it stops raining. So I'm going back a little ways past where I hiked with my drone. I saw a pretty flat spot over here, I think. I'm 2.5 miles from the shelter, or else I'd just push on. But I don't want to get soaked. This looks like a good spot as any. I don't like camping on sand, but it's better than getting soaked. It's noon and it's pouring. If it stops raining, I'll pack up and hike more. It's only 2.5 miles to the shelter. I'd like to make it there, but if it doesn't stop raining, I guess this is it. Took advantage of the fact that I stopped for the rain to make some soup. My mother sent me miso organic soups, and I mixed that in with some instant ramen. So once that starts to boil, and I'll give the noodles a few minutes to soften up, and then I will eat it. Normally I wouldn't have stopped for a hot lunch, but I stopped to get out of the rain, so far it's been raining non-stop since I finished setting up my tent. Starting to think my hike is over for the day. It's been raining pretty much non-stop since I stopped an hour and a half ago. Almost an hour and 40 minutes ago now. I was hoping it would rain for an hour, maybe two, and then I could get up and hike, but I don't know. It's 4 o'clock. Looks like it's cleared up. I'm gonna get up and hike a couple more miles. I took a nap, just woke up, so that's why I'm getting started. So, well, I'm getting started again. Oh, that's where my tent was. It's about 4:30 on April 10th. I'm gonna try to do the last 2.5 miles to the shelter before it gets dark. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, and then I'll have dinner and go to sleep. And tomorrow I'll get up and hike some more, because that's, my life. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the camera now and focus on hiking. So that's where I camped, down there to wait out the rain. And this river here, man, if it was warmer, it was 40, it was in the 30s and 40s 2 days ago, so I'm not going swimming. But man, I would love to. I should come through here sometime in the summertime and go swimming in this river. But not this year. So that river had to have been, to get this washed up over here, we're at least 10 feet above the river right now. That river must have been severely swollen. Ooh. To get this washed up here. Back out on the same river again, after going up and over the hill. Up and over a little hill and around the corner. God, like probably, I don't know, 3/10 of a mile or 4/10 of a mile, something like that. Anyway, back next to this beautiful river that can apparently get pretty violent with storms like Helena. Because holy crap, this well, it just let's just say it devastated the heck out of this area. Thankfully, there's not a lot of homes on this stretch of the trail, but I'm guessing somewhere there is, because there's lots of like home repair kind of debris all along this area of the. There's all sorts of debris. Let's just put it that way. Mixed into the brush that the river washed away. It's about 5:30. I'm about a mile and a half from the shelter. You can hear the river roaring down through the woods. That's the Elk River that I was walked next to earlier, and that I camped next to for the rain squall. The sky is very blue now. We still have some clouds, but it looks like the rain event is over, although we might get more rain tomorrow. I'll have to see what the weather report says if I get access. I don't think I will. I think I'm pretty deep in the backcountry. I doubt I'll get cell service tomorrow, but I'll try and see what happens. I'm about a half a mile from the Mountaineer Falls. The Mountaineer Falls shelter is about 2.2 past the falls itself, so I'll get water at the falls before going up to the shelter. I think there's water source at the shelter, but I don't want to risk. I'd just rather get the water and then carry it the extra 0.2 up. I've only seen like 2 hikers go past me this afternoon. They probably pushed past the shelter, so I might be lucky and have the shelter all to myself, but we'll have to see. When I get to the falls, like I said, I gotta get water, so I'll take off my pack. Maybe I'll fly the drone up, show you the falls. I was gonna do that at Jones Falls, but I was in a hurry trying to avoid the rain, so I didn't go off trail to Jones Falls, which is a shame because it's a beautiful fall. But anyway, and then we have another falls in 2 days, but I don't know if I'll go to that falls because it's on trail, but it's down a really So this is the Mountaineer Falls. I'll get some water here before pushing on the last 2/10 of a mile to the shelter. So I made it to the shelter around 7. Somebody's down there. They have a fire going. There's a burn ban on in Tennessee, so I decided I didn't want to go down there and mess with whoever decided that it's okay to burn, even though there's a fire ban. But I'm filtering some water, and then I'm going to make dinner and go to sleep. We might get some more rain before dawn. Let's hope not. But we might. So I'm making instant mashed potatoes with sweet potatoes mixed in. So I'm going to take the sweet potatoes that I dehydrated, and I'm going to pour them into the water before I start it to boil. There. Then I'll put it on the fire, get it boiling, and add the instant mashed potatoes once it's hot to have some good food. Just like that. Where did I put my lid? There's the lid. I'll put the lid on. And that should boil in about 3 minutes. Good morning. It is April 11th. It rained pretty much all night. Probably should have stayed in the shelter, but it just recently stopped. So hoping my tent will dry off a little before I get up. It's 8 o'clock, so I should probably start thinking about getting up pretty soon. I'm trying to get the water to come off of it a little bit, but we'll get up and get hiking pretty soon, unless it still starts raining again. Well, it started raining again. not raining heavy, but it is raining. We'll give it an hour, see if it stops. So I just realized that the one of my the stakes in that corner of my tent came out, and my sleeping bag, the outside of it anyway, is completely soaked. Fortunately, the inside is still dry, but that's not good. If this was a down sleeping bag, it would be bad, but it's synthetic, so it's not as bad. Well, it's 10:42, and it hasn't stopped raining all morning. It's just continuously raining. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get much walking this morning. Hopefully it starts raining at some point today, and I can get at least a mile or two. But I don't want to get wet. I know this is petty of me, and I should keep hiking. I should get up and hike in the rain, but hiking with wet boots is hard. I've done it, and I'll do it again, but it's not an easy thing to do. And this is a cold rain. If I wasn't bundled up in my sleeping bag, I would be cold right now, so. Ugh. It stopped raining. I was making a quick lunch of ramen, and then I was going to pack up and go, but now it's raining again. Well, ramen's done cooking. I just got to let it seep for a while so the noodles will soften. But I was really hoping to get some miles in today. Guess that's just not fated, though. And I know it doesn't seem like it's raining heavily, and it's not. But you're out here for 10 minutes and you'll be absolutely soaked. And all the trees have water on them, so they'll be dripping on you. It's not fun. So, it's the 11th. I never did hike. Every time I wanted to get up and start walking, it started raining again. So I just laid here all day and read. It was relaxing, peaceful. Oh well. Tomorrow I'll get up and hike. Hopefully it won't be raining. Good morning. It is Saturday, April 12th, and you can barely see me because I am crammed inside my sleeping bag. It got a little cold last night, and I zipped up my sleeping bag completely. This is only the third time I've zipped myself into the inner sleeping bag, and I've lost I felt like 2 inches more space than I did last time I did it, which is kind of cool. Which means even though I haven't weighed myself, I've definitely lost some weight. Oh, let me unzip and get out of this. Good morning again. It is still April 12th. I am up and starting to get packed up. It is pretty early, 7:30, so it is a foggy, but it's not actively raining, so I'm going to get up and hike. I am running a little low on food. I got about 15 miles to the next paved road. So that's not great, but we will get some miles in today. It's 8:23. I'm packed up and ready to go. I'm going to start hiking. It's pretty cold today, and my gloves are falling apart. I need to figure out a place to get new gloves. I don't know where that's going to be, but my hands are pretty cold today. Good news. I just had to tighten the waist belt on my shorts. I'm wearing my shorts over my long johns because it's cold. But my shorts were falling off my ass as I walked, so I had to tighten the waist belt. That means I've lost inches, at least an inch, off my stomach, or off my waist, I guess. So yeah, good news. So I got off at Walnut Mountain Shelter, and I got some food. Meatball sub and a salad in North Mountain Town. I'll be going back up on the mountain in a little while. So I got some meat going on the grill here at Boots Off Hostel.
Losing the war has consequences, okay? Okay, like, well, first off. Okay, like, first off.
Really roasting the heck out of it. Oh yeah, that looks good.
From the journal, $1 Trillion Thought. Tap now to listen.